Siberius, and we about to get serious. It's the real Siberius, making fanboys furious.
Hello, YouTube, and welcome to The Real Siberius. On this episode, I want to talk about LeBron is the lack of help he never has. So what do I mean when I say that? I mean, if LeBron offered the same level of help his teammates have, he wouldn't need any more help. The pathetic part is he couldn't do it if he wanted to. Even if he tried as hard as he could, he still wouldn't be able to do it. He simply lacks the talent and competitive nature to do so. I was thinking about how many of the players LeBron has played with that would have saved the Heat in 2011 or 2014 or any of his other losses. I could think of at least 10 other guys that he's played with that could have gotten the job done and not completely collapsed like LeBron did. So if you think about it, in his 6 finals losses, if you replace LeBron with any number of his former or future teammates, those teams would have won. So as much as LeBron and the media always are telling us he needs more help, what they're actually saying is they need less LeBron and more of anyone else. I don't know why, but I was torturing myself in watching some of his losses. I mean, his losses are funny, but they're still just pathetic to watch. And as I've mentioned in a previous video, he is the common denominator of losing. What do all of his losing teams have in common? The answer is LeBron. Now, a fanboy will say he was on all those winning teams, and yet he never won any of those games. He is 0 for 4 for winning championships and 6-0 for losing them. Imagine how far you have to delude yourself to think that this guy is the greatest basketball player of all time. Lying to others is one thing, but how the fuck do you lie to yourself about it? This is pathetic and desperation on a whole new level. I'm not a huge fan of AI, even though it does a huge part of the heavy lifting on my thumbnails. But one thing I cannot wait for with AI is one day it will be able to predict and play out outcomes with incredible accuracy, accounting for all variables and circumstances. I can't wait for it to play out all of the fanboys woulda, coulda, shouldas, like put LeBron on Jordan's Bulls without Jordan and watch him not even make it to a single finals. Or replace LeBron in any of his 6 losses and watch all of those teams win. Or in 2016, if Draymond doesn't get suspended and Bogut doesn't get injured, he doesn't win shit. I mean, if you have half of a functioning brain, you don't have to wait for AI. You can see things for what they are, even with the tiniest use of brain power. But for fanboys, that's asking way too much. I mean, how does it feel, fanboys, knowing that I have 3 brain injuries and am still 10 times smarter than you? And I'm a dunce compared to what I was before my injuries. That has got to be embarrassing. What is even worse, you know it's true. You could never formulate or articulate a cogent, lucid argument the way that I can. Because if you could, you'd have your own YouTube channel. But you can't and you don't. And as I've said, I'm a dunce now compared to what I was. So pretty please with sugar on top, come in the comments and call me a hater or say I don't know basketball or any other program response I've detailed in the LeBron fanboy excuse checklist. Tell me my channel is dog shit yet again, or call me other names because you lack the intelligence or creativity to come up with your own insults or comebacks. I will try to speak monosyllabically enough for you to understand what I'm saying, but then again, you don't know what that word means, so I give up. I had an epiphany the other day. We've spoken about Curry a number of times on our lives recently, and I was questioning why I simply don't respect him. And then it dawned on me. A huge reason I have no respect for Curry is because 3 of his chips came from LeBron. And LeBron isn't hard to beat. So why would I respect somebody that beat a loser? The reality is, I can't. Almost everyone has kicked LeBron's ass. Losing is his bag. Most playoff losses, most final games losses, 0 for 7 for game-winning shots in the finals. Losing is what he does best, and it's what you fanboys celebrate him for. He has brainwashed you simpletons into thinking losing is more impressive than winning. And I guess if I had to choose, I'd rather be a loser than be a dunce who has been misled by a loser into thinking that loser is great. The more I think about it, I'm not sure which one of you disgusts me more, your fraud king or you ignorant cunts that allowed yourselves to be duped by a complete sham. In the end, it doesn't matter at all. It is funny to think about, though, that if LeBron didn't have to play with LeBron, he'd probably actually be a winner. That just makes me laugh. On a completely different note, I do want to remind everybody that the link to join my Discord server for my channel is in the description. We don't have a lot of people joined right now, but we do have some dialogue going on. It would be nice to have some more. By no means, you shouldn't feel obligated to join. It's just a heads up in case people aren't aware and would like to participate. We do typically have an ongoing dialogue going on, so it would be nice if more people wanted to participate. Anyway, that is the end of the video. If you made it to the end, I certainly appreciate it. As always, I do want to give a shout out to the content creators that continue to inspire me to do this. Uncommon Sense, Angry Old Hoops, Self-Researched NBA Facts, Sports and Fitness Rants, Uncut Hoops, Beam Engine, In Your Face Hoops, Eddie TV, King Spades Row, Geloso Nation, Ring Culture, The Basketball Show. I always appreciate your guys' takes, your perspectives, and your humor, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.